first guest tonight is a comedian and an actor who gives a truly great performance in the critically acclaimed film Happy Endings. Please welcome our friend Tom Arnold. Here. This is nice.
A white trash version of you. You know, you're all fancied up and looking good.
Fancied up? No, we're lighter colors for the warm summer air outside.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's good to be here, my friend.
Hey, good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And your hair is standing kind of straight up. But
I know,
cool.
I used your hair person.
Oh, good.
Is that okay?
Yeah, they hang you upside down when they blow dry, so it goes straight.
It's good. I got the spikes. It's good. It's working good. Yours looks good, too. It looks weird. Sometimes I look at your hair on the show, and if you squint, it's kind of sexual. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, sometimes you can get an image in your head of, and you can stay with it. You don't need to get the SpectraVision.
No. I like my hair to look like a dessert or a pastry sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that appeals to, you know, women think like, oh, that's kind of interesting, and guys are like, I'd like to eat that pastry. Right. And that gets more viewers watching. But let's move on. I want to ask you about your life, your marriage. Is everything okay in your marriage?
Well, a marriage, as you know, you're a married man.
Yes, I am.
When people say, are you happily married, what kind of a question is that? I mean, talk about pressure.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you have, my wife and I have 2 or 3 incredible moments every year.
Right.
That just blow me away.
Right.
That I'll remember forever. And then if you're together 40 years, you end up with like 100 of them at the end of your life.
Sure.
So you forget about the million other things.
Right.
So, what happened
Have you had, like, any counseling or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, we had a good counselor. And what he said is, listen, Tom, I always try to fix things. He said, instead of arguing, you say, you know what? You might be right. I'm going to go and think about that and leave the room and shut the door. Okay, that's the
advice. So if you're having a fight with your wife, before it escalates, say, possibly you're right, I have to leave right now, and then leave and shut the door.
Exactly. Now, which is a great idea.
What if then she hears you laughing your ass off in the other room? And then she hears you watching TV.
Well, that's the problem. First of all, we live in an apartment with no doors.
Oh.
So that is the problem as we're remodeling. So there's a dog door, a dog gate in my office area.
So you just have a separate area, but not a door.
Yeah, excuse me, I've got to go in my office area, and I actually shut the dog. You know, there it is. I'm in here.
But that's so pathetic, because you're mad and you go into your separate area, but she can still see you.
Exactly.
And you're just like over here.
Right, but it's symbolic. And so the last time it happened, and this is the greatest thing, you'll love this. I hope your wife does this to you. She doesn't like to be ignored, it turns out.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike so many women who just love it.
Exactly. But I'm sitting there at my desk, and I can see her kind of coming, or feel that she's coming towards me, and I feel a rush of air, and I look in the mirror, and I see a reflection, and she has the dog gate, and cracks me on the head with it.
Wait a minute, you said, excuse me, I want to go think about that. You went to your separate area, and she goes and picks up the dog gate and hits you over the head with it.
And believe me, I saw it coming, so I took the full brunt. You know what I'm saying?
You went with it. That's what you got to do.
Of course you do, because if you ever been hit by a woman, it's like the best thing that could ever happen, because they always feel bad. You know, they always are like, and I played it, man. I was like, wow. Wow, I didn't know it was going to come to this. Whoa. And, you know, she felt terrible.
Right.
And, you know, so it worked.
Did you say, oh, this is making me feel a lot of feelings?
It is. And I said, I've got to go into the bathroom, which actually has a door.
I hope so,
And she says, no, let's talk. And I say, not right now. You've got to give me some time. So I grab a couple of magazines, head to the bathroom, you know what I mean? And she'd knock on the door. I'm so sorry. Just a few more minutes. You know? All I wanted to do was run out of there and hug her and just get it. But I had to play it out.
You played it out. You played it out. I'm not so sure about that whole technique. I have to be honest with you. The whole technique, like, you're having an argument and, like, you may be right, I'm going to go into another room and shut the door. That almost feels like it could be hostile or something.
Well, no, but yeah, mate. Well, it turns out it is. I just don't know
you really
how,
have the strength of your convictions.
I don't know how to leave an argument is the problem. I don't know how I want to fix it.
Right.
No matter what, I want to stay there.
You know what I always do? I always pretend to get a phone call.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm like, oh, yeah, what's that? Oh, yeah, a fire, huh? I better get over there.
Yeah.
And then I run away.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
So we live in this apartment. And, you know, last time that I was here...
You were here. You were telling me that and this is true.
This is a true story.
Britney Spears
literally
lives next door to you.
She did. She and Kevin, literally, our doors were right next to each other. You know, they're a nice, crazy couple, but they moved out.
They moved out.
And so I thought it was going to be a lot quieter, but a guy from Texas moved in.
Right.
This guy has a pet chimpanzee. Now,
who has a pet chimp?
The guy from Texas.
Oh.
I just want to say, growing up on farms, knowing animals, chimpanzees seem fun.
No, I'm with you on this one.
They're tough. You know,
chimpanzees are first of all, they're really strong.
Right.
And they can be violent.
Right. Yes.
We've had chimpanzees that we've worked with here on the show, and they're also not so pleasant all the time.
No, they're not pleasant. They do drink together. I mean, they're like buddies. But I warned them. I said, here's my rule of thumb. If you have a pet that you and 12 of your buddies cannot kill, you probably should not have that pet. Because that's true. Because there's going to be a day when that thing turns on you.
Yeah, that chimp's going to get a few beers in it, and he's going to go crazy and start.
He's going to hit you with a dog gate or something.
Right. Yeah. No, chimp. A chimp is a dangerous
animal. People don't realize. A lot of animals are dangerous. Big ones, you know, they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Now, let's talk about this movie for a second. Happy Endings. I love this film.
Thank
I really
you.
do.
And by the way, Don Roos and Lisa Kudrow and everybody wants to tell me thank you so much for all the nice things you've said.
Well, this movie blew me away. It's such a good movie, and you're very good in this film.
Oh, thank you.
It's a different Tom Arnold. You're very kind of soft-spoken and quiet, and I think you really pulled off. You know, a great trick here, I think.
Well, thank you. And you know, obviously, Maggie Gyllenhaal, you work with all these great people.
Well, here's what I want to ask you about.
Yeah. Go
Maggie Gyllenhaal is gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's very sexy.
Sexy.
How is your wife with the fact that in this film, you and Maggie Gyllenhaal
were naked?
Are naked, and you're getting it on, and you know, I've met your wife, and she maybe could be a little jealous. What do you think?
You'd think she would be, but no. The more beautiful the woman, the less jealous she is.
Why is that?
Because she knows my history. She feels that's true. It is very true. She lets me have. I have the best-looking trainer. She completely trusts that. We'll have a nanny that just rocks, a 10. Right. But if it's a woman,
you'll have like a hot yoga instructor with a thong, and she doesn't care.
No, because she don't. But if there's a woman that's like a little overweight, maybe a lazy eye, a limp, then that's who she keys on. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
But it's so nice of you letting us still promote this.
Nothing like that old lazy eye. But that's the heart of fluttering.
I have to tell you, though, thank you for letting this come on, because with this movie, Lionsgate did this movie. That's the producers. And I said, they never read any TV commercials. So I had a meeting with them. They said, we love this movie so much that we aren't going to run commercials.
Yeah.
Now, we have other movies we don't love. We're spending millions on them.
Right.
And that reminds me...
They're relying on, like, word of mouth.
Reminds me, though, of being in high school.
Right.
And the girl I like say, I love you so much, I'm not going to have sex with you.
Right,
We'll have sex with these other guys.
Right. But so you I care about, Yeah,
I care so much. So anyway, we're having fun with it. I hope you guys see it. It's really interesting.
We have a clip here.
Oh, my God, let's show a clip.
What a great idea. I wish I had thought of that. Okay. What's the clip?
I think we had Jason Ritter, who plays my son.
Yes.
Boy, is he a nice kid. And then Maggie Gyllenhaal is my girlfriend up to this clip. And then, you know, I thought, boy, this is a tough one.
And she's kind of manipulated you.
She was manipulated, but I think she fell for it. I mean, how could she not? But,
exactly.
You know, and I was all for them, but, you know, I was like, hey, whatever.
Right. Let's take a look at this clip from Happy Endings.
Yeah.
I guess you're moving out. But you can keep the ring. I know it's worth something.
Frank, it's true. It did start like that. I'm sorry. But I really like you. You can't fake that.
I can't.
So, me too.
Dad. You know, but I gotta think about my boy. I mean, you used him, you helped him humiliate his dad. It's not good. I mean, he might be gay, but he's my only kid.
I don't know about that. I'm pregnant.
Jeez.
No, she is not. She's just...
It's
a sad day. We broke up. Check it out. It's opening in Iowa. And if you see it, a ticket stub in Iowa, go to Moe's Kinfolks in Altoona, $2 off the 7-meat special. That's my buddy, Mike at Moe's Restaurant.
What is happening to my show tonight? You're telling people about the special in Iowa, and there's a guy rolling ottomans around upstairs. Yeah, you take care of him. Happy Endings is in theaters now. Go see it. It's terrific.
See it. Thank you.
Arnold.
Thank you.
Good man. Howie Mandel. Whoa.
Thank you. That's good job.